I'm going to kick it over to Mix Macabre, who actually got to check out something very near and dear to all of us.
No.
Cutesy puzzle platformers. Because
that's fair. I do love them. Yeah.
Well, lay it on us, because Lightfall is the one you got.
So I played it on Steam. I know it's available for pretty much everything. So at its very core, it's just a puzzle platform game where you're just jumping around, and that's kind of all there is going on with it. It does have the added element of some really exceptional voice acting. There's this owl that's kind of like your, I don't know, kind of the narrator / your sidekick in a way. Almost like your little Navi, but instead of going hey all the time, he's more like Virgil and Mighty Max, where he's like a little bit salty. But yeah, so it's you can kind of hear him going on a little bit in the background right now. But the game itself, the gameplay is really, really straightforward. It is just a platform jumper puzzle game. The puzzles are mostly like, how do I get past this obstacle? Well, you got to jump. And part of that is you can summon these cubes. You can summon up to 4 cubes can be in play at any given moment. And the cubes can help you either leap a further distance, or they can block if there's an enemy shooting at you, or if there's something in your way, or if you need to, make... there's a couple times where you have to like hit a target. It's really cute gameplay. My only thing with it is it's very repetitive. I played it a solid hour, and at that point it just got a little too repetitive to continue. There wasn't much going on.
That's a long time though, just to restart that cycle.
No, well, what I mean is like it didn't restart, but just there's nothing new. Like I thought, okay, now moving on, another level, and it's just more of the same style of gameplay.
Oh, okay.
Everything's it's very beautiful. I really enjoyed the artwork. I think that the character design is adorable. You're basically part of this world that is always in darkness, and your little community is at risk, and it's just super, super cute. But again, there's just not much meat to it. If an hour into the game, I'm still feeling like, all right, well, this is visually appealing to me, but all I'm really doing is like, okay, I made a block, and then I jumped over this thing. Okay, now I'm running up a ledge,
Oh, damn, it sounds all blasé. I thought you had fun.
At any point, the powers of the block like adjust, so it makes it a little bit more difficult, or you just stuck with the
same thing the whole time. Wow. That's the thing. There was nothing really that changed. You don't gain any powers. It's just this really straightforward platform.
But when does the light fall?
Well, the light has already fallen. That's the whole thing. The world has already plunged into darkness, and now it's kind of like the gods are missing. It's very weird. But it's
everywhere.
My frustration with the game is really just the fact that it is so cute. And it has a
Wait, how are you frustrated with cuteness?
No, because it has
it
has an interesting plot at the outset, and it has such cute graphics to me that like I really wanted it to be better than it is. Where I would say that it's just kind of mediocre. It looks beautiful, and again, the voice acting is quite good.
Yeah, tell me about that, because I didn't get any of that from
the owl guy is like a narrator, and every now and then he kind of chimes in with like, here's some backstory on what's going on. No, pretty much. That's pretty much exactly what it is. And
I was doing a bad Patrick Stewart.
That's so owl.
Wait. Was the owl Patrick Stewart?
No, but it's somebody who might have been trying to be Patrick Stewart, maybe a little more gruff.
Lightfall creature, engage.
That's what kind of frustrated me, is that I'm like, oh, all these elements are so cool, but then kind of nothing happens. Damn. And I don't know if it's just one of those, like, I didn't play it long enough, but if I'm an hour in and I'm not super engaged by then, I feel like it's not going to grab me. And
that's fair.
Yeah.
An hour is a good time,
And again, it's not a bad game. If you enjoy this sort of puzzle game where it's like, all right, I got to get really, really high up, but I only get 4 boxes. How do I make that work? Like, it's
that's like a simple fix. Like, hey, down the road, you get a power up, and the box gives you a sprint option. Like,
no power ups, no bosses. There are no bosses
of
any kind. No, there's no bosses of any kind. There's no like, all right, I'm at the end of the level and I got to defeat something. No, it's just
so there's no cutscene.
No.
Designating, hey, like, oh wow, that sucks.
You just get this owl guy like narrating sometimes. Yeah, that's how it felt.
Oh, wow.
And that's why I'm bummed out by it, because I'm like,
good.
Wow, this is so great. Exactly, this really looks like a cool and innovative game that I'm hyped to play, and it just ended up being a little bit on the mediocre side. That being said,
cost of this?
I do not know offhand. What is the cost of it?
So the game costs $14.99, so $15 across all the platforms. And by all the platforms, what I mean is the Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Windows and Macintosh.
For $15, I'd say that if this is your jam and you enjoy that kind of jumpy puzzle game, you will enjoy this game. It is a cute game, again, and it is an engaging game. I just don't feel like it has a lot of replay value.
What level did you leave off at?
I don't know. That's the other thing. They all kind of blur together. There's not like a distinct mark of like, okay, you've hit this level. There's almost like save points in a sense that you hit certain targets and they act as save points, but it all just feels like one continuous game.
Okay. That's kind of unfortunate. Official call. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I want to give it a thumbs up in the sense of there's nothing inherently terrible about this game. And if you are someone that enjoys the platform jumper genre, especially with the mild puzzle aspect, you will enjoy this game. But I emphasize the puzzle aspect of it is quite mild. There was nothing that was particularly difficult to overcome. And it just feels like it's a gentle, soothing puzzle runner. So it's a good game if you want to chill and kind of listen to some lo-fi puzzle game beats to study to or whatever the kids are saying. But
it's a good game to sleep to.
Yeah, it's adorable and I recommend it. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, run out and buy it because it's the best game of the year. It's okay.
You heard it right here. Mix Macabre says, trample your neighbors. You're not to get it first.
A good game to sleep to. That's a great game.
Right? Well, that's the thing. It is genuinely like a soothing game. It has that feeling. It almost reminds me of many years ago there was a game on PlayStation called Rez.
Wait. Continue the story, but...
So Rez was a game that was almost similar in the sense that it had a lot of like soothing colors and shapes. It was one of the first games that used like the Rumble Pack that was like innovative at the time. I mean, we're talking a gajillion years ago.
Rumble Pack is what made your controller shake, kids.
They still have a Rumble Pack.
It was an addition.
They still have that.
Well, now it's like built in.
Yeah, that's true. This was when it was like you had to buy the Rumble Pack.
You had to
put it
buy
on.
a separate attachment.
But this had very similar vibes to me to Rez in the sense of it's very soothing light. The background is all darkness, and then there's beautiful colors that pop. But it also had the same level of engagement for me. Where like, okay, I've already done it. Does anything new happen? No.
Okay. Dang. That kind of brings me down because this looked super fun.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I want to give it a thumbs up for what it is. It's a good representation, but it is not some sort of exceptional or groundbreaking game.
All right. Well, that's unfortunate.
It almost feels unfinished. It almost feels like they're not done. I'm wondering if there's going to be updates to this game that will expand the lore and expand perhaps. Again, what it really lacks to me is bosses and mini bosses. I feel like that's what this game really needs.
So a change up of the gameplay, and also it sounds like the pacing is just a little bit too slow.
Yeah, just nothing really happens.
Yeah.
All right, Lightfall. Well, on that note, I'm gonna kick it over